What is going on, YouTube? This is Hawaiian Coasters 325 here, and today I am gonna be I'm gonna be doing a Kings Island Giga predictions. If you have been following my channel, you know I did this a long time ago. Did one, but my opinions have changed. So I'm gonna be talking about where I think it will go and the possibility of it coming in the next 2 to 5 years. Okay, my original prediction was that you would remove Extreme Skyflyer or relocate it and have the station go over here, start in this area, and then go over near the front entrance and those things. And my opinion has changed on that. I don't think they'll remove Extreme Skyflyer because of how it just is pretty iconic there. Alright. Yeah. New prediction. I have two predictions. My first one is that it reuses Son of Beast's old station and then turns over here and goes up here and then uses the fields back here. And even another prediction of mine is that it turns and then they have the drop face Great Wolf Lodge in this area. A lot of people have argued that, well, it'll be built on Great Wolf Lodge's property. Well, actually, if you didn't know, Kings Island actually owns this the property's on. It's just Kings Island. It's just Great Wolf Lodge. They built on Kings Island's property. So Kings Island owns all this up to Kings High School. So Kings Island has tons of land they can build without removing any coasters or anything like that. So my prediction, one of them is reuse Son of Beast Station. Turns and goes up here. Goes up, drops, does several overbanks, and even goes by the bat. And they could have it go over the bat's queue here, and then the brake run will be in this area. Another prediction is that it does the same thing, reuse the Son of Beast Station, but instead turns down here, and then goes over near the front entrance. Like, watch Coaster Media's video, so shout out goes to him for that idea. Right there. Okay, and then another thing people have popped up is that, you know, Dinosaurs Alive is gone. It closed in October 29th and is no longer around. A lot of people have brought up the idea that they could have the station and it will replace Dinosaurs Alive. I think it's pretty possible, but here's one thing. Mike Kuntz, there was an interview on YouTube with Mike Kuntz, and he said they have plans for the near future that don't include Dinosaurs Alive. So that's why I think my prediction is that it's going to use Son of Beast's old station, go in this area. Whether it just uses these fields back here or goes to the front entrance. That's my final prediction here. Alright. A lot of people brought up that they're gonna RMC Racer, but I need to bash that down. That will not happen as long as I'm, Brian Neal, or Don Helbig are around. This is an Ace Landmark Classic, so it should not get the treatment. And it's a good coaster the way it is. Yes, it's rough. It just needs retracking. So I just think you guys should throw out the RMC Racer idea. Some people have also brought up that they're going to do something to the Beast in 2019 for its 40th anniversary, but they're not going to do anything. They're probably going to give it like a 40th anniversary sign, those things, but I don't think they're going to be doing anything to the Beast. It's going to stay the way it is. And definitely not. See, that would be worse. That's just... people would respond very negatively to an RMC Beast. So they're definitely not going to RMC the Beast. Now for the year of the Giga. I have several years tossed around for me. Yeah. A big rumor right now is 2019, 2 years after Mystic Timbers. I can believe it, then I also cannot believe it. I'm always skeptical on an idea. I don't think we should look for a coaster yet. We should always have our expectations lowered. And you shouldn't expect a coaster. Don't jump to a conclusion. But I can back up the 2019 rumor, because a lot of people are shutting down this rumor. Remember, back in like 2015, there were rumors popping up of Kings Island getting a new coaster, either GCI or Giga, in 2017. And a lot of people have shot down that idea. Even when the Watch for Falling Trees sign, a lot of people thought it was going to be like a flat ride or something. It ended up being a GCI, Mystic Timbers. So, I could see it, but then also it looks like Canada's Wonderland and Dorney could be getting a coaster. Well, but then 2010 they built both a Giga and a Hyper in the same year. Intimidator 305 and Intimidator Carowinds. Intimidator Carowinds, Intimidator 305 King's Minion. So it's possible they could build both a Giga and maybe some sort of B&M at Canada's Wonderland. Because RMC can't build structure in Canada, so they can't get an RMC. 2019 is sort of a rumor. I also have brought up 2020. Yes, that is Cedar Point's 150th anniversary, but there's someone who brought up the idea that the other Cedar Fair parks are going to think that Cedar Point getting something big and they're going to want to outdo themselves. One person brought up that that Cedar Fair could build a Giga, a giant RMC, or something like that. In those years, so we could be seeing a huge ride year in 2020. Also, people brought up that that's 20 years after Millennium Force at Cedar Point was built, and Banshee came 20 years after Raptor, and then Diamondback came 20 years after Magnum XL 200. So it's possible they can do 2020. Also, 2021 is 4 years after Mystic. That's also another possibility. You could see a Giga that year. 2022, that's the park's 50th anniversary. A lot of people are bringing up that they're going to build a Giga. Let me do my counterclaim on that. Cedar Fair doesn't build coasters for anniversaries. They usually do like massive park improvements and like here's what gets like usually that means anniversaries are usually times where they do celebration. Like maybe they bring back some of the old rides or they do a big celebration like they have banners all over the park with 50 and then all that. Like I'm thinking my prediction for the 50th anniversary is that they're going to bring back some of the old rides. Like I could see them trying the Sky Ride, even though I don't think they'll probably bring back. Like maybe the Fun Slide, maybe they could try and get the barrels back or something. Bring some of back the old rides with Flying Shoes or something like that. Brings back some of those old rides. And then also maybe E Special. If you remember back in like 1992, Kings Island's 20th anniversary, they had the Jason Priestley special on Kings Island's 20th anniversary. I could see them doing the same thing because it's like I think it's a big possibility they could try and do that. But Jason Priestley, I don't think is around anymore. But I think they could try and do some sort of TV special similar to that for Kings Island's 50th anniversary. Usually, anniversaries don't mean a coaster. I think they do that with Cedar Point because it's Cedar Point, Cedar Fair's flagship park and favorite child. So, and 150 is much bigger than just 50. So, I don't think 50th anniversary will be a Giga. Usually, anniversaries don't mean a new coaster. Yeah. So that's it. My prediction, I don't know. I know if I say 2019, there will be people bashing me, ripping me into pieces. 2020, there will be people counterclaiming. But my answer is sometime between 2019 and 2022. Sometime in between there, around those times. That's my final prediction. Alright, so that's it, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment if you want. There will be more stuff coming soon. This is Hawaiian Coasters 325 signing out.